This exhibit features Quinn and Dylan in a new state. Quinn and Dylan are about to take his first sip of alcohol. Alcohol consumption at low levels can often bring relief to stress and anxiety as it works as a depressant. A seemingly inconsequential drink can turn into addiction, leading to very grave consequences. Ethanol, the alcohol found in these devil brewed drinks, promotes oxidative stress and increases reactive oxygen species formation and decreases cellular defense mechanisms. However, Quinn is very young and has consumed a very little amount of alcohol. Next exhibit features Stephanie and Eric in a relatively comfortable state. Eric and Stephanie are indulging in their weekly drinking habits, consuming approximately 6 alcoholic beverages in 48 hours. One could refer to this as a slight addiction for which the consequences can be grave. From a general perspective, reactive oxygen species can result in cancers, cardiovascular diseases, neurological diseases, and metabolic disorders. These consequences are mainly caused by oxidative stress. Reactive oxygen species are molecules capable of independent existence, containing at least one oxygen atom and one or more unpaired electrons, also known as a radical. They form due to the uncoupling process during electron transport, where oxygen atoms gain 2 electrons and can no longer form water, the first step in a lengthy process. The reactive oxygen and hydrogen peroxide facilitate the formation of the more toxic and reactive hydroxide in the presence of reduced transition metals such as iron. Reactive oxygen reacts rapidly with nitric oxide to form peroxynitrite, which will in turn react with membrane lipids to cause more complex radicals by initiating lipid peroxidation. This process can lead to a myriad of consequences, including the impairment of enzymes and a release of ceramide apoptosis. Again, this process is only harmful when paired with a low concentration of antioxidant defenses. These are called superoxide dismutase, our body's major antioxidant defenses against reactive oxygen species. These proteins catalyze the dismutation of superoxide anion free radical into molecular oxygen and hydrogen peroxide. Lastly, we have Steve Wilson in his natural habitat. He has been drinking his whole life and is now suffering the consequences. He's been abusing the drug to gain relief from his everyday life. This concept is known as a depressant. A depressant reduces arousal and stimulation. It slows down processes in your brain and central nervous system. They increase the activity of gamma-aminobutyric acid. This chemical inhibits brain activity. Gamma-aminobutyric acid, if used properly, can aid in anxiety and sleeping disorders as it causes drowsy and calming effects. In extreme cases such as this, it can be seen that the body becomes dependent upon the alcohol and its side effects. This comes hand in hand with a built-up tolerance to the substance, often causing the person to begin abusing the substance and taking more than the appropriate amount. When alcohol is abused, the amount consumed increases exponentially, which in turn increases the reactive oxygen concentration, which would start the chain reaction previously mentioned. This process has become so common that it's been given the title of euphoria. It's the state of complete bliss and happiness. There's not a care in the world.